Martin and I have been working for over a year looking at how we can use social media or digital tools, or whatever you want to call them, in terms of how we communicate with our team, with our participants, with our funders, with the sort of diverse range of communities who all form a part of Drake Music. And what's been really interesting for me is the process in which we've done this work, and how we have looked at the various tools that are at our disposal to make these connections and to also talk about our work and to share what we do. For me, what's very important is that Drake Music is an open organisation, very transparent and easy to access, so that people understand what we do, but also feel they can make contact with us, and they can feel welcome as part of that setup. What's been very interesting is that we've tried out we've run a number of experiments using Twitter, documenting the work we do and sharing it with the wider public, and then what we've done is we have discussed those, what's worked, what hasn't worked, and reflected on that, and shared it with the team. And I think that for me, the other thing that's very important is looking at how we connect as an organisation. We've got people working with us in different parts of the country who don't see each other very often. Some of them have never even met each other yet. So it's looking at how we can make them all feel part of what, let's call it, is the Drake Music community. What I've also found of huge benefit is in my working relationship with Martin is kind of thinking about, who are we as an organisation? What do we stand for? What are our values, and how do we share those? And thinking about ways in which we can do that imaginatively, quickly, because that's another important thing for us, and with a very low budget, because we are also an organisation with very limited means. But for me, the most important thing, I think, has been it being open, using our imagination and looking at what works and what hasn't worked and why not, and then taking things to the next level.